What about meeting deadlines? How do you handle that?
Meeting deadlines?
Because you said the deliverable must be spelled out
Yes.
before commencement of job. And you said it has to be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. That puts a pressure on you. How do you handle the pressure of meeting deadlines?
Make it realistic.
Make it realistic. You know yourself. You know what you're
You know
capable
your
of.
capabilities. You know the structure you have. Most times your clients always see you bigger than you really are.
Bigger. So be realistic.
You need to be realistic with the time.
What about if the client is mounting pressure on you about, this is the time I want you to deliver. I don't want to wait till 6 weeks. 3 weeks we just do.
I have a client.
Let's hit the market.
I once had a client like that.
I have a client like that presently as I speak
We
to
all
you.
do have them. You know, most times your customers want heaven and earth.
And they're always impatient.
Yeah, they're always impatient. It's the normal behavior of every customer or every client. They always want it now to be done with the same. So, for example, I deal with a lot of startups, and startups always have that issue. You set up, you're building an app or you're building a business, and you want your business to be in the market, and you want to have this 6-figure immediately. It doesn't happen that way.
I can relate to that. I
But
have that
you can write
experience.
a business plan that is so perfect, and in the 6 months I begin to make $5 million. This I'll get it.
So when that pressure comes from them, what's your strategy for handling it?
Well, so you need
Do you insist on your realistic projection that you have stated?
yes,
or-
as a consultant, experience, that's where experience comes in.
Experience.
You need
Here
to
we go again, the experience.
the experience. You need to create a realistic timeline with realistic milestones to be covered per time. Because if you don't do that, at the end of the day, you shoot yourself in the foot. It
You
looks like
do.
we're very incompetent at the beginning of the whole project. So you space it. So if they say they want it in 3 months, you tell them what they can achieve in 3 months. You cannot, like a football match, you can't expect, it happens just once in 50 years that Leicester is going to win Premiership. That a Leicester, then put them as small clubs, will win the Premiership. How many times does that happen in history? They can't repeat it again for the next 50 years. Sorry to say it, but all Leicester fans.
Maybe not 50.
Oh,
But
okay.
it'll be a while.
It's going to be a long time. So when you see that things happen like a shooting star,
But it does happen in basketball that,
Smaller
because I
things.
mean I'm into basketball very deeply. That's some not unknown team though, but I mean some team like
Challenge,
that
just get the
just
right
comes
fire.
and then they win
and you don't see them for a while.
for a while, but it doesn't last as long as 50 years. Maybe
Okay.
another 12 years, 13 years.
Yeah.
They come back.
Different set of players.
Different set of players, definitely.
So
Or they're going to bring in LeBron James and get 2 more players, and they get things going.
So I think that going back to your question, I think that if you can track things properly, if you can create that system and space out properly and give them realistic, looking at the market. Nobody knew that the naira was going to fall so badly to the dollar. Nobody knew that. But so if you focus, I remember I did a business then and I stated it in naira. When the naira fell to the dollar, it was a loss.
And that's
I
the
did it
nature
in
of
naira.
business.
I should have done it in dollars.
In dollars.
Because the
So that
transaction was in dollars.
the fluctuation of dollar is not
when
that
your
steep.
clients- and that's from experience. So, I mean, that's experience there. So when your clients tell you, I need to do this service, and you tell them, oh, you want to do something on Facebook, you want to do something over the internet, you want to buy this and buy that, you must tell them the foreign currency price. They'll say, convert it to naira. You think you want to make profits by converting it to naira. You think you want to make profits by converting it to naira. Like you want to show them that, okay, or you want to add a little, round up. You don't round down.
Yeah.
So you round up to make profits.
You approximate upwards.
Approximate upwards. You think you're making profits, but that time it fell. And so all the profits that you're making was down the drain.
Yeah.
Did we have to deliver? We had to deliver.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't go back on the contract.
No, you won't.
So you have to put in, you have to make space for exceptions, and you have to create that gap. give yourself time. Don't put yourself under that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
If you can't deliver, just exit. Stop. Terminate the contract.
With
If
your
you can't
integrity
deliver-
intact.
Yes, with your integrity intact.